You have something special. You have greatness in you. Hello, this is Les Brown, and you're in the right place at the right time because we're going to bring the millionaire out of you. Just hold on.
There are. Please answer your.
Let's go.
Thank you. Please announce yourself. All participants are muted. Entry and exit tones are off.
Let's go, Southern Heckler. Chicken Man 912 in the house. Let's get it. Let's get it. I hope everybody's feeling good this morning. It's time to rep your city. You know, it's Free Coaching Friday. If you've never tuned in with us before, then, I'll kind of run down to you our schedule. It's going right there. But basically, every single Monday, we focus on mindset because you got to be more before you'll do more, before you'll have more. Every Tuesday, we focus on sales because at the end of the day, if you don't work on your influence, then your whole life, you're going to be getting influenced, and I just believe that sales is life. Like I believe that nobody who is great got there without the skills of sales and influence. I don't care if you're talking about a historical leader or a business leader. They needed sales skills. Wednesdays is all about marketing. Because instead of chasing a bee, why not build the garden? Thursdays is all about leadership because every problem in society is really a problem of leadership. And then every Friday, we do Free Coaching Friday. I hope this feels really good to you this morning because we've got some really good questions for you. Y'all outdid yourselves with the questions. We're going to have a ball. So share this with a few entrepreneurs. If you are vibing with us on Instagram, then the arrow is somewhere over there. If you're vibing with us on Twitter or LinkedIn or Facebook or wherever else you are, then the arrow is probably on this side, But the bottom line is please share this with another entrepreneur. What's up, Lakeisha? Sharon in the house. My man, Alonzo. What's up? LaRon. All right, Mr. 12-Way Fit is in the house. Let's get it. Hey, share this with a few entrepreneurs. Let's see what's up. We're going to get into these questions right now because we got quite a few to cover. But before we do, I want you to know the way a lot of people turn in their questions is they respond to the newsletter. We have a newsletter that comes out every single Monday at about 3:30 p.m. And it's always split into mindset, skill set, and heart set, the exact things that you need to get better as an entrepreneur. We give you some mindset pieces. We always give you some heart sets so you can feel more of that sense of fulfillment. Because it's one thing to have the science of achievement. It's another thing to have the art of fulfillment going for you. So we give you both. And then, of course, there's a skill set where I give you Hazik's technique of the week. And that ain't just something that rhymes. That's something that can change your bank account. Does that make sense? But right now, though, enough of all of that. It's time to rep your city. Let them know where you from. Where you checking in from? We want to know. We want to know where we got family at. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Andrea Barnett is in the house. Let's go. That means Augusta, Georgia is in here. My man Michael Douglas checking in from the YouTube gang. Florence, South Carolina is in the house. Let's go. South Carolina's up in here. Let's get it. Let's get it. Tampa Bay is in the house. All right. I know it's warmer there than it is here. Yes. Good morning, millionaires. Let's get it, Miss Banks. Yeah, Spartanburg, South Carolina's up in here. What's up, Naire? What's up, Gwen? Glad you made it in. What's up, Sharice? My man, Luca Brazzi is in the house. Let's get it. Let's get it. My man, Dennis checking in this morning. Miss Mandy, what's up? What's up, Brianna? Glad you made it in. Jessica is in the house. Hey, share this with a couple of your favorite entrepreneurs. Jackie G is up in here. That means the D is in here. What up, though? What's up, Maura? Glad you made it in. Yeah, I love that you put all your titles and credentials in there. Like Miss Maura Lynch ain't playing if y'all ain't heard. Mama Mahassan's in the house. My man Ken made it in. That's what I'm talking about, Ken. Glad you made it in, brother. That shows some discipline. Yeah, Barbara, let them know. Hot Lana in the house. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Charmalyn, good morning, Queen. Glad everybody made it in this morning. So we're going to start running through these questions, if that's cool. My man, Magic Math Ebula is up in here. Tea time with Yo-Yo in the house. One active heart CPR. Do me a favor, if you're rocking on Instagram, and share it. Use that little arrow right there. Eventually, when you're watching, it'll show you. And share this with a couple of entrepreneurs. We don't do advertisements, so y'all all we got, baby. Good thing y'all are all we need. So we're gonna run through some questions. Y'all turned in some really good ones. Here's the first question. I need everybody to kind of throw in the comments. First, I'll read it the way they wrote it. It went something like this. I have a couple teammates who say they want to work harder and get more done, but that they simply have no time. I always hear you say busy people are perfect for the home-based business industry. What am I missing? What a great question. So somebody say question number one, how do I manage my time and my mind better? That's the way I broke that question down. How do I manage my time and my mind in a better way? Somebody give me that in the comments. How do I manage my time and my mind better? I feel like that's what they're asking. How do I manage my time and my mind a little bit better? I appreciate that. How do I manage my time and my mind in a better fashion? Can somebody throw that in the comments for me? That's basically what they're asking. And here's my best answer to that, y'all. I want you to think about it like this, right? Check it out. The wedding is an event, but love is a practice. Think about that, right? The graduation is an event, but education is a practice. It keeps on going. It's a lifestyle, right? The race is an event, but fitness and getting your heart together, that's a practice, right? Joining the business is an event, but working the business, deciding that you're here to change lives, that's a practice. See, I believe that time management is impossible. What you're really looking for is priority management. You got me? I feel like time management is kind of like a misnomer. There's no way you can manage time. Time gonna keep on ticking, baby. Time gonna keep on slipping. What you can manage are your priorities. Somebody give me that in the comments. Priority management greater than time management, right? See, the obvious way for you to buy back your time is to pay somebody else to do it for you. You pay them to cut your lawn. You pay the mechanic to change your oil. You pay the dry cleaner to press out your suit. But the less obvious way to buy back your time is to say no, right? Priority management, say no. You might be offered a promotion, but passing on that promotion might buy you more time with your family or buy you more time to work your business. Declining that dinner invite somebody sent you, it might pay for the time you need to exercise. You see where I'm going with this? We buy back our time, not only with the money we spend, but also with the opportunities we decline. I hope I'm making sense. Time management is cool, but priority management is the goal. Huh? The more clarity you have, the more clearly you know how you want to spend your days, the easier it becomes to say no to the stuff that'll throw you off. It gets easier to say no to stuff that's stealing your hours because time is too finite. You got a lot of this stuff in infinite quantity, but not time. Time is finite. Time is the most valuable asset you got. If only you understood that enough to live by it. If only we understood that enough to live by it. But the best way I can put it in one sentence is that priority management is greater than time management. Priority management is more important than time management. And I hope you write that in your notes. If you got that one, give me a number 2 and a share. Give me a number 2 and a share. Let's get it. Priority management is greater than time management. Priority management is greater than time management. And that was the answer to the first one. How do I manage my time and my mind a little bit better? Everybody with me? If you're ready for the next one, give me a number 2. We're going to keep FiveDay. We're going to keep Free Coaching Friday, FiveDay rolling. If you're ready for the second one, give me a number 2. Give me a number 2. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. It's Free Coaching Friday, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. If you're ready for the second one, let's keep it going. All right. Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. Yeah, we can only manage our priorities. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Let's go. Let's go. All right, Brianna, ready? Brianna, ready? All right, let's go. All right, here's the second one. Here's the second one. Somebody wrote in and they asked, hey, I can't find any prospects. Um, that was their whole question. I can't find any prospects. Apparently, this person's already burned through their friends and family. And I'm going to go ahead and assume, actually, I know who this was. So I know they have a home-based business. First thing I want you to do, type this in the comments, prospects on demand. Can you type that in the comments, please? Prospects on demand. This is important. We have a training in the Kaizen Academy back office. It's a 3-part training called Prospects on Demand. Can somebody type that in the comment? If you want prospects on demand, then type prospects on demand. Prospects on demand. Can somebody give me that in the comments? Prospects on demand. Prospects on demand. Now, the reason why I think this is important, appreciate that, Jackie. Appreciate that, Andrea. Yeah, this was question number 2. How do I find good quality prospects? Somebody type it in. Prospects on demand. Prospects on demand. This is important. I don't want you to forget the name of this class, because Prospects on Demand is a 3-part course that we did that I think you'll find very valuable. The first class, the first part of it was finding qualified, ready to buy prospects. That's class number 1. Class number 2 is how to kill skepticism and get quicker rapport and trust, right? It's a whole class on rapport. And then class number 3 is getting the appointments, because that's the first close, right? So that class is called Prospects on Demand. But since it's Free Coaching Friday, I'm not going to make you just do that. Of course, I'm going to help you out right here in real time. So my first clue for you is look for dissatisfied people. Look for people that are dissatisfied, because check it out. I'm always telling you, you want to look for leaders, not needers, right? Well, check it out. When people want change in their lives, they become leaders. When people want change in their lives, they become leaders and take action. You hear me? They make changes in what they do. So where can we find prospects who are dissatisfied with their careers? I wrote down a bunch. Hopefully some of these stand out to you. If I say one that stands out to you, throw it in the comments for me, right? Underpaid retail store clerks. They might be dissatisfied. Restaurant workers who have bad hours. They might be dissatisfied, right? I got a bunch more for you. Check it out. Check it out. Here's 20 more. Overworked teachers who are drowning in paperwork, right? I was just freestyling. Tired nurses who are pulling double shifts. I was in a hospital the other day with my son, and if you heard the way these people talk to the nurses, I mean, they've got to be if you're a nurse, you love your job, because they in there like, you might need your, behind beat, but they don't say behind. They don't, you know what I mean? Crazy. So tired nurses pulling double shifts. Here's a third one, frustrated social workers. Here's a fourth one, call center reps who got these robotic scripts all the time. What about number 5, long haul truckers who are missing family dinners all the time? What about number 6, burnt out tech support staff? What about number 7, warehouse workers? Do you know any warehouse workers? They might be dissatisfied. They see robots coming. They see they won't have a job long. What about night shift security guards? What about overloaded delivery drivers? I mean, type it in the comments if I strike a nerve, or if you know somebody who does one of these jobs and you're like, yup, help your boy out. Throw it in the comments for me. What about undervalued janitorial staff? What about fed up fast food counter staff? What about daycare providers? What about bellhops and maitre d's who are under-tipped, right? What about tired taxi drivers and Uber drivers and ride share? I mean, don't you know, all you got to do is show them how to give out a couple cards to everybody that gets in their car. And then all of a sudden, they've got a booming business on the side. It's such a good technique that maybe some people need to drive Uber just to meet more prospects. Because you get yourself a little card, and I know I'm digressing a little bit, but I want you to think about this. Let's say you get a little card with a pre-recorded message on there, and it says on the card, free pre-recorded message. 6 ways to get your credit better in 180 days or less. And you hand that to everybody that gets in your Uber or everybody that gets in your Lyft, or you put it in every DoorDash bag you deliver. Check it out. If they don't call, you never felt rejection. But if they do, and you use Simple Voice Box, the website is simplevoicebox.com. For $5 a month, they give you a number that when they call it, they hear the voicemail, the free pre-recorded message, and you get an email every night at midnight telling you exactly who called and how long they listened. And now all you got to do is call them and say, hey, I see you had called my hotline. Is there anything else I can help you with regarding whatever your free pre-recorded message was about? So maybe it was about credit repair. Maybe it was about weight loss. Maybe it was about business credit. Maybe it was about debt resolution. But you know they're interested at the point they dial that number. Am I making sense? All right. What about overworked hotel housekeeping staff? That's 15. What about 16? Production line workers, if you are near factories. What about 17? Subway sandwich artists, firehouse sandwich artists. Where's the appreciation for their culinary talents? You hear me? What about DMV employees? What about post office employees? They mad disgruntled. They used to have a phrase when I was a little kid called going postal, because people are just going to post office where they used to work and shoot that joint up because they were so stressed. What if you hollered at a few post office workers? What about fed up retail managers? Just had this video going viral of this guy going, or maybe it was a lady. She had on so many clothes you couldn't tell, but she's going in and out of Ross like she's on a shopping spree, stealing everything she can handle. I mean, if you're a retail manager, maybe you're fed up with this crap, man. You ain't got to take this. You need a home-based business. What about Starbucks baristas, that are always dealing with grumpy, pre-caffeinated customers? I said pre-caffeinated. They ain't got their caffeine yet, so they might be on jerk mode, right? Maybe they fed up with that. You're never going to know unless you holler at them. So that's my second answer. And then my third answer to that question is you can create prospects anywhere just by asking great questions. Now, again, if you watch that Prospects on Demand class, then, you're going to get all kinds of jewels, because each one of those classes is like an hour and a half long. Ain't no way you're going to be in that class and not make some money. But you can also take what I'm giving you during this free coaching Friday and run with it. Instead of you figuring out what to say, start asking yourself, what can you ask? Like if you're trying to create prospects anywhere, ask questions that identify a problem. Ask questions that identify a deficiency in their life, and you're going to create a prospect. Like what if you went to work today and you said, man, so if you had Saturdays off, what would you do? Or what if you went to somebody and you said, dang, do you ever get tired of Monday mornings? Right? What does this do? This plants a little seed in their head, right? A seed of dissatisfaction. What if I said, what's your best strategy for keeping your credit score high? What's your best strategy for staying young longer? Check this one out. What side, it's tax time right now, right? What side hustle do you use for your tax advantages? See, most people would love what we offer. They just might not know they prospects yet. So our job is to ask great questions. If that was helpful for you and you finished taking notes, give me a number 3. Give me a number 3. Let's go. Let's go. If you're ready for the third one, give me a number 3 and a share. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. My man Arsenio in the house. Let's go, Paul. All right. SB Petey. Let's get it. Let's get it. Bedina in the house. Yeah. Sharon, what's up? Prospects on Demand. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah. Everybody with a shadow. That's right. Look for dissatisfied people. Yeah, that Prospects on Demand joint cold, right, Mike? Yeah, Michael Douglas. Appreciate you saying that. Was this helpful, y'all? Barbara's like, wow, all the above. That's right. Retired people, truckers. Let's go. Let's go. If you're ready for the next one, give me a Walmart greeters. I like that. That supervisor is my husband. I hear you. Yeah, Dennis. Acres of diamonds. That's a good one. Yeah, need to make a schedule to prospect. It's so liberating, but it's scary. How do you take the fear out of selling your own business, getting your own sales prospects? I'm gonna tell you something, Rose. Write this down in your notes. Everybody write this down in your notes. You can type this in the comments. She said she's kind of nervous, right? She's trying to take the fear out. First of all, write this down. Fears you don't face become your limits. You know, my bishop always says that fears you don't face become your limits. But check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Service kills nervous. Write that down. Service kills nervous. The reason you're nervous is because you're scared about, oh, what happens if I don't make a sale? What if instead you switched from narcissism to empathy? What if you switched from self-absorption to putting yourself in somebody else's shoes? What if when you were standing on stage, you could kill your stage fright by thinking about somebody in the audience that really needs this message? What if instead of you thinking about, can they tell I'm sweating, you started thinking about, man, somebody in this audience, according to statistics, 1 out of 12 people in this audience have considered suicide in the last 2 years. Whoa. Now all of a sudden I can't be nervous because I'm in a state of service. Does that make sense? That was just a little bonus right there. I know we're still on number 3, but I hope that's helpful for somebody out there. Somebody give it to me. Service kills nervous. Service kills nervous. My man Eric checking in. Let's go, baby. Service kills nervous. Let's go. All right. Everybody with me? All right. So it looks like everybody is ready for number 3. Looks like we're ready for number 3. Let's get to it. Free Coaching Friday continues. That's exactly right. Fears you don't face become your limits. Fears you don't face become your limits. That's exactly right. And service kills nervous. Service kills nervous. Let's get it. Let's get it. Service kills nervous. That's exactly right, Jackie G. All right. All right. So here's number 3. Here's number 3. Somebody was like, oh, I love this. You know, one time for people writing in right after the masterclass. So last night we had a masterclass, a free masterclass. It's called How to Join the Top 1% of Any Company That Sells Anything, right? And we did part 2 last night. And so this person said on last night's masterclass, last night was all about skills, y'all. Skills, different skills that pay the bills, different skills that build your self-esteem and your confidence. So this person said, on last night's masterclass, you mentioned first sentences as being a skill. I feel like I need better opening sentences because mine are boring. I'm gonna tell you something. This is also one of the first things you should teach a new teammate or somebody had just joined your sales organization. You need to teach them a first sentence. We talked about this last night, but if rapport, icebreaker, closing, and presentation are the 4 core skills, why would we teach icebreakers and first sentences before we teach rapport to a new teammate? Here's the answer, y'all. Because that new teammate already has rapport built with a bunch of the people they're going to holler at. They're usually going to start with their family and friends, and they already got rapport. So what they need is a first sentence. So I'm going to ask you a couple, and then you tell me which one is more effective. Throw it in the notes. Our opportunity provides you with built-in tax advantages that can reduce your effective rate from 31% to 28%. That's one choice. Or you can be like, yo, let me tell you about the lady from Richmond, Virginia, who now earns an extra $350 a week and can stay home with her children. Which one of those sounded more effective? Richmond, Virginia, or tax advantages? Let me see it. Let me see it. Which one felt more more effective to you? Yeah. Right? Which one felt more powerful to you? I appreciate that, Ken. Hey, which one felt more? Yeah, Richmond, Virginia. It wasn't even that hard, right? Yeah, the second one. Exactly. All right, let's try it again. Let's see if you notice a pattern. All right. Our super product has 15 more milligrams of omega fatty acids than the one you buy at the store at Walmart. Or I could say, hey, let me tell you how Michelle lost 2 inches off her waist by taking our super product twice a week. Which one sounds better? Here's a third option. Our mobile telephone can be used anywhere in the world, and it's easy to make calls. Or what if I said, thank goodness, John and Mary had our mobile phone when their flight got delayed from Portland. You know what I mean? What I'm saying is the stories are always more interesting because we're programmed to be interested in people. The big lesson is, and somebody write this in the notes, talk about people and the prospects will listen. That's a jewel. That's a jewel. I'm going to say it again so you write it down. Talk about people and prospects will listen. Talk about people and prospects will listen. Am I making sense to somebody? Talk about people, y'all. Facts tell, stories sell. Talk about people and the prospects will listen. If you're ready for number 4, give me a number 4 and a share. Give me a number 4 and a share. If you're still rocking with me. Give me a number 4 and a share. That's right. Facts tell, stories sell. Facts tell, stories sell. Yeah, if you're asking about how to get the replay of last night, you can grab that thing for, 20 something dollars, $29, like $30, or you can join the Kaizen Academy. It's $1.50 a day. It's $1.50 a day. As a matter of fact, the morning calls are starting to get wrapped up in the Kaizen Academy. I don't know if you've heard, but we're going to stop doing these in this completely, just, free for all format. And instead, we're going to wrap it in the Kaizen Academy. So when you join the Kaizen Academy for that little $45 a month, what happens is you're going to get 20 to 25 live morning trainings, Monday through Friday, just like we do now. You're also going to get 3 master classes every month, at least 3. Some months I'll do 4, some months I'll do 5, right? You're also going to get 2 millionaire moment interviews where we interview different multi-millionaires who are doing really good in their business or have some kind of angle for you. So you're going to get all of that in the Kaizen Academy. It's about $1.50 a day. If that sounds good to you, can somebody type in the comments $1.50 a day? If I don't make you $1.50 a day, I don't deserve it. So if you don't, if it is not valuable enough, then it's not valuable enough. But if you feel that, somebody give it to me $1.50 a day, $1.50 a day. All right, here's number 4, y'all. Here's number 4. Don't worry, y'all. It don't end till the end of the month. We still got a lot of time together. We're not starting that till Black History Month, February 1st, because after all, our goal is to help you make history. All right. Question number 4. My summer personality teammate never follows up with prospects. Do you have any advice? Well, yeah, that sounds like a summer for sure. Check this out. Giving advice don't work for a summer personality. Offering advice never works. You got to make it interactive. You got to make it fun. That's what works. So you got to remember, if you do this, then this will happen. Like if you follow up, then we'll get to take the cruise. If we blank, then we get the blank. You got them fixed. You got to get them fixed on the finish line, not the process. You might want to type that in the comments. Summer personality equals get them fixed on the finish line, not the process. Here's number 5. Any words for relaxing prospects about receiving a sales presentation? They always seem to get negative and defensive when I suggest a presentation. Yeah, that's because you're using the word presentation. I hate it. I suggest instead of saying presentation, say something like, let's go through some options. You got some time, 8 o'clock on Monday? Let's go through some options. Y'all see that? Somebody say, let's go through some options. Give them options. Here's a bonus question. When we meet a prospect, how do we know whether to lead with the service or the opportunity? My answer to that is simple. Don't worry about what to say. Think of what to ask. All right. Here's the last one I got for you. I met with a lady who claimed she wanted to enroll. She kept me on the phone for an hour asking all these questions. And then at the end, she still said she wanted to think about it. I'm so frustrated. I felt my chest burning. I got so angry. Do you have any advice? So she says she met with the lady. They said they wanted to enroll. They kept her on the phone for an hour asking a bunch of questions. And then at the end, they said they still wanted to think about it. What personality type is that? Let me see it. What personality type is that? Is that winter, spring, summer, fall? What personality type is that if you know your stuff? What personality type is that, y'all? Who knows? Who knows? Anybody know that one? What personality type does that sound like? Yeah, Tammy. Yeah, K. Nicole. Yeah, Dennis. All right, check it out. If you are watching on YouTube or Facebook, I just now put a training in the comments that will help you understand personality types. So it's right there in the comments. If you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, you can go to the YouTube channel, Millionaire Minded TV, and you can search for personality types trainings. But that was a fall all day, Teresa. No, that was a fall right there. Fall is the one that when they say they need to think about it, they actually mean it. And here's what I want you to understand. Somebody write this in the comments. This is important. We're about to get out of here. Leaders need to understand. Followers need to be understood. I don't care if you're talking about relationships, business, whatever it is. Remember this. Leaders need to understand. Followers need to be understood. You hear me? Now, what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is that if you're a leader, then your job is to get up under your people. You got to understand them. You're leading them. And you can love people without leading them, but you can't lead people without loving them. You got to get, and love is just the highest form of understanding. You hear me? Love is just the highest form of understanding. Somebody give me that. That's important. Leaders need to understand. Followers need to be understood. Whenever you're begging to be understood, you're silently begging to be led. You can't worry about if you're understood. You got to worry about understanding them if you're a leader. And you are. Every problem in society is really a problem of leadership. But here's something I want to give you so that you understand that fall personality a little bit better. Because I just went through it too, where they kept me on the phone forever. And I love this lady. She's dope. She might be watching right now, so I better tread lightly. But here's my point. At the end, I know my countenance went a little cold because I was so annoyed. I'm like, let's go. I answered all the questions. Then at the end, she's like, so tell me about the founder. What's the founder's name? And I'm like, oh my God. So it's like, how long is this process going to take? She's like, I'll be done by the end of the month. I'm like, right? Like somebody, you know what I mean? I was so hot. I ended up writing her at the day though. I ended up writing her and I was like, check it out. My winter personality was clashing with your fall because I was like, let's go. But, enjoy studying it and stuff. Reach out to me if you need me and whatnot. It's all good. But listen, I had to have a real by myself meeting where I really got myself together because, man, I was hot. I was hot, man. And, I hope that's helpful. But here's what I want to share with you. And then we're going to get out of here. Personality types come from trauma. So if this was a fall personality and they've got to dot every I and cross every T before they can, make a decision. You know where that comes from? When they were a child, making the wrong decision equaled a really deep, traumatic pain. You hear me? They don't mean to be that way. But when they were younger, some kind of traumatic event happened where they learned that I better get this right or I'm going to be hurt. And even as an adult, they're still holding none of that. Am I making sense? So when you're chopping it up with them, I want you to be the leader. I want you to seek to understand because all suffering comes from self-absorption. And whenever you find yourself in misery, it's probably because you're thinking about yourself, not the one who you want to follow you. Hope that was helpful. Hope that was helpful, y'all. All right. If this free coaching Friday helped you out, give me some money bags. Give me some money bags. We out of here. That was 5, man. I gave you a couple extras. If that was helpful for you, drop some money bags. Today, we really gave you like 7 or 8. So I hope that was helpful for you. If that was helpful, somebody say $1.50 a day, $1.50 a day, or you can drop some money bags. You could be like $1.50 a day. I'm good. I'm glad. Charmelin like Dennis Thickland, it's a me. Yeah, for real. I'm glad that you know yourself, Charmelin. All right, good stuff. I'm glad y'all got something out of that. All right, we about to take it over here to free coaching. We about to take it over here to Affirmation Nation. Y'all come and meet me over there on Instagram. My Instagram is Mr. Haziq Ali. Mr. Haziq Ali. I appreciate all those $50s. All those $50s. I appreciate that, y'all. At the end of the month, we're moving these morning trainings into the Kaizen Academy. So, we're going to talk about $1.50 a day. I hope you are ready. All right, y'all. It's Free Coaching Friday has come to an end. We about to meet you over there. Oh, you're so welcome. Active Heart CPR in the house. Moreau's in the house. My man Paul made it in. Quisha. Well, you can watch the replay. Don't trip. If you go to Millionaire Minded TV on YouTube, you can watch the replay. What's up, Barbara? Glad you made it in this morning, Queen. All right, y'all. I'm gonna be right back to tune in on Instagram. So meet me back at the same Instagram page. We're gonna start it over so we can do our affirmations. Love you all, and remember, either your mind has to expand to match your goals, or your goals will just start to shrink to match your mind. Haziq Ali, Mr. Haziq Ali on Instagram. Meet me over there now. Let's